Hi, I'm Lauren again. You probably remember me from my first two video blogs, and I was actually just talking to one of my best friends about, what would be a good next topic to write about, and she couldn't think of anything, so eventually I came up with something. I basically came up with the topic of why relationships suck sometimes. Um, I'm not going to say whether or not I'm in a relationship or not in a relationship because if I did, everybody would just think that I was giving a biased opinion based upon whether or not I was in one. So, I'm just going to speak generally on the topic. I mean, there's probably a lot of, in fact, I know there are a lot of upsides to being in a relationship. But, basically, I'm just going to say why sometimes they're not, all that fun to be in. Pretty much my whole life, and I'm 23 now. And when I was in middle school and high school, I did date a few guys or whatever, but I was never like one of those girls that was like, oh my god, I have to have a boyfriend, I have to have a date. I was never one of those clingy, insecure, always needing a man kind of girls. I'm not putting anybody down that was like that, but I was always just kind of, an independent, free thinker or whatever. I was never just throwing myself at guys like that. I mean, a lot of guys asked me out, but I was kind of only reserved for certain people. I had a certain standard, and I wasn't just gonna date anybody. Obviously, again, a lot of benefits to dating, but at the same time, like, I'd have to say one of the biggest downsides to it is that, like, it's always a possibility that it's never gonna work out. Like anybody that knows me, I'm addicted to dairy products. I'm addicted to like cheese, sour cream, milk, yogurt, etc. I'm just using this as an example here. I'm basically saying that like the reason why the reason why I like those products so much now is because I grew up eating those products all the time. I eat sour cream and cheese on everything. When I go to McDonald's, I get extra cheese on my cheeseburgers. I use sour cream instead of dip whenever I eat my potato chips. I'm just really addicted to dairy products, and that's because, I've experienced that because that's what that's what I'm used to. And I think relationships are kind of the same way, especially when you break up. You can be, you can be that independent kind of free thinker or whatever, but then, what am I trying to say? Then when you get with somebody and it doesn't work out, it's like, wow, I was used to something and then it disappeared. I mean, there will be like if for some reason Daisy Sour Cream shut down or all the cheese companies shut down or they stopped making milk. I was used to that, so if they take that away, that would be really disappointing. I mean, that's how a relationship is. You get used to something and then it doesn't work out and it's really annoying. But, that's squeaky again. And yeah, my cat just made me lose my train of thought. I guess he wants to be in this video again. Yeah, here's Squeaky again. And not only that, I mean, I don't want to seem really bitter or sarcastic or whatever, but like, generally speaking, women live a lot longer than men. So let's say I'm 23 now. I mean, even if you meet somebody and you spend the rest of your life with that person until you're like, 70, 80, 100 plus years old or whatever. I mean, even if you meet your true one and only, true love or whatever. I mean, generally speaking, men die before women. That's not always the case, but I mean, you're basically back to where you started from anyway. What the? Squeaky! I better wrap up here in a minute. I guess he has to go eat. Let's see what else. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a fun feeling to be in love. I mean, I'm not going to deny that at all, but I'm just saying it's still a lot, it's a lot to go through, especially if you're independent like I am. You probably get used to doing certain things on your own, doing certain things in a way that you want to, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, I just feel like, you just never have to change for anybody, and that, like, I don't know, sometimes in a relationship you kind of have to change who you are for that person, and, I was just never willing to do that, like, and let's see what else, you can just like or comment whether you agree with this or not. I mean, And again, I'm not saying whether I'm in a relationship or not. I know you would have a biased opinion to this video and say, oh, you're not in a relationship, how can you say that? Or, oh, you are in a relationship, that's why you hate it so much. No, not necessarily the case, but again, you know, you can like this video, comment, subscribe. I mean, if you agree with me, disagree with me, I mean, I think to a certain extent, though, everybody kind of knows I'm right, though. I mean, let's be honest, even the people that are, like, deeply, hopelessly, romantically in love are like, wow, I just wish I could take him and just, you know, I think everybody gets like that from time to time. But, that's all for now. I might post another video before the weekend's over. I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.